Good afternoon, class. Today we're going to be looking at Chapter 10, Lesson 6, which is 3D figures. You should have the handout that you were given in class that covers Chapter 10, Lessons 6, 7, and 9. Today, basically, you're just looking at your definitions, and we'll look at these. You have your polyhedron, which is just a three-dimensional object or a solid figure with flat surfaces. Your faces are the flat surfaces that are polygons. Edges are your two faces of the three-dimensional figure shared that share the side. And the vertex is just where those two edges meet for the line. An example of this, if we look at this polyhedron right here, we talk about faces, we're talking about just the actual, like this triangle that we see, the flat surface would be considered a face. So we have one, we have two over here, change the colors that we see. There's one on the back, and then there's one over here on this side as well. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that bottom that it sits on would be another face. So we have 5 faces. We have 1, 2, the back 3, this side 4, and the bottom is 5. Edges. The edges are going to be these lines where the two faces meet. So you have an edge here, an edge here. The dotted line in the back is that edge on the back that we don't really see since it's a 3D shape. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the bottom 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 edges. And then vertices are where the two line segments right here will meet. The vertex, just like the vertex of an angle, is the same thing as the vertex on a 3D figure. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 vertices. Vertices is just the plural form of vertex. For the polyhedron on the bottom, we have our faces. We have this front is a face. The back is a face, so that's 2. And then we have the side 3, the top 4, the back 5. Then that other back 6, and the bottom would be 7. So there's 7 faces, and there are 15 edges. We have an edge here, 2, 3, 4, and 5 going around, and then in the front 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then the back 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So there's 15 edges, and then your vertices are your points where they intersect. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, identify the number of faces, edges, and vertices in the three-dimensional figure. So we have our cube. The cube's a little bit easier to see. You have 6 faces. You have your front and your back, the side, and the top and the bottom. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 12 edges. You have an edge here in the front, 1, 2, 3, 4, in the back 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the top 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm not counting this at the top because I've already counted it for the front one. So you're just counting each edge one time. And then this one's a little harder to see. We have 5 faces. We have a triangle in the front, a triangle in the back that we don't see, one on the side and one on the side. So 1 front, 2 back, 3, 4 sides, and then the bottom is 5. Our edges would be 1, 2, 3 on the back, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on the bottom. And then our vertices are your points. We have 1, 2, 3, and then on the back, 4, 5, and then the back of this one, 6. Prisms are polyhedrons with 2 congruent top and bottom. So in order for it to be a prism, it's something, if you think about it, you can kind of crawl through it or go through it. There's an entrance here, and here is an exit where you can go through. Just think of that as your prism. Bases are the faces that are all parallelograms. Your cylinder is the one that has the circle, also has two congruent parallel bases, so your top and bottom are going to be the same size. The cylinder, you can go through that as well. The pyramid, you cannot. The pyramid's only going to have one base, and then if it's a triangular pyramid, the triangles will fold up to a point at the top. These are just some examples of those. Pyramids, like I just said, you're going to have a base at the bottom, and then the triangular sides are going to come up to a point to make the pyramid. Okay, that's all for lesson 6.